everybody, and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the critic who is a cynic, and joining me today is the man, the myth, the beautiful Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy, how are you doing, sir? And also, chat, please let me know if you can hear my audio, because I think I got things working, and if you can't hear certain people, let me know. Jeremy, how's it going, man?
It's going good. What's up, Odin's Movie Blog? It's Jeremy coming to you with another live stream. And today, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. I am really trying to get my name out there on YouTube, so really trying to get noticed. Really hope that, you know, I can get a few shout outs from people. You know, we did get a shout out from Pablo Hidalgo from Lucasfilm earlier, so I really appreciate Pablo. Pablo, if you're watching, hello, Pablo. How are you? I will have more car videos for you in the very near future. I'll even make some videos from the Kia for you, Pablo, because I don't want that production value to get too high. So we will get the duct taped Kia, and we will make videos for you from there. But anyway, thank you for having me, buddy. I've been owing you a live stream for a while, so
well,
yeah,
thank
man.
you, Bench. I really do appreciate you being on. And as you said, you know, it's always nice to, you know, be that bigger channel that helps out those smaller channels. I mean,
It's really good what you're doing, man.
I have got like what, 8,000, and you've got 100,000. So I mean, I do what I can to help those little channels out, you know.
No, I mean, you know, look, no, it's like I feel like that moment in Jingle All the Way when Turbo Man pointed to Jamie when it was actually Jamie's dad, but he didn't know it, and I'm like, Odin pointed to me, and then Odin's like, Jeremy, just like Arnold did, and I'm like, he knows my name, so.
Oh my god, I love that movie. We actually watched that movie during December on the channel, and it was one of my Valkyrie Tina. It was the first time that she had ever seen it, and I was like, just wait, because if you love Arnold Schwarzenegger, you've never seen him like this before, and you never will again.
I love it. I love that movie so much. I love that so much. It is so bad. It's not good. In terms of like it's not objectively good, but it's objectively entertaining as hell, and it has the Christmas spirit in it, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's one of my go-to. It's on my short list of go-to Christmas movies every year. So yeah, so thank you, Odin, for making me feel like Turbo Man noticed me. I really appreciate that.
You got the Turbo Man, yeah. Damn right, son. And also, hello to the chat. I'm seeing everyone saying hello. Blake Hemlow, Shinphil says, Odin and Jeremy coming with another video. Yes, indeed, Shinphil. I've been telling Jeremy that he needs to start singing his intro, but he won't do it. He won't do it.
I mean, I could. What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Odin coming to you with another video. There you go.
Boom! There it is. That's what the people want. Yeah. Now we just need some harmonies. That's what we need.
Oh, man. And yes, hello, everyone in the chat. What's up, Mary? How are you? Mary, I did get your email. I haven't responded yet, but I did get the email. I will respond to you. And so, yeah, so hello to everyone.
And Mary, thank you very much for that $2 super chat. She says, thanks for looking out for the little guys, y'all. Well, no problem at all, Mary. Mary's a really great channel, so go check out her as well. She's fantastic. She sings karaoke, and that's always a good time. So,
that's always a good thing.
Always a good thing. But anyway, getting started off, I just wanted to say, how is the channel going, man? Like, seriously, you just hit 100,000 subscribers. It's like, what, 110 now?
Almost 112. I don't comprehend it. I mean, I obviously know we've hit 100,000. I obviously get it, and but I haven't fully grasped it yet, and I'm never going to. I'm never going to believe we have a big channel. I'm never going to believe we have a big following. I'm always going to continue to. I don't want to be treated like I have a big channel. I don't want to be treated like we have a big following. I want to be treated like everyone else. You know, because I am like everyone else. I'm just lucky at this point that we've gotten a lot of support, and I don't really like. I made a few videos lately, and people, you know, like there's so many different, you know, channels now that, you know, some want to contact me and want to be, you know, cool, and others don't really want, they want to contact me, and like I don't want to, you know, be publicly connected to you because you're so controversial, blah blah blah. I don't care, man. Like, bottom line is, all these fucking big channels. Can I cuss here, Odin? I'm sorry.
If it's coming from you, I mean,
okay, yeah. All of these big channels, like, at the end of the day, they didn't give a shit about me when I had 800 subscribers. You know what I mean? So like, it doesn't matter to me. I look at it from where I was sitting, and I remember 2 years ago, year and a half ago, whatever, I know people that not know people, but I would follow channels, and I'd see like a channel that got like 20,000 subs. And I remember sitting there going, my God, what would it feel like to have 20,000 subs? What would it feel like to have 30? And I remember being fans of people like John Campea and all that. And I remember when John Campea and I met at Star Wars Celebration. He was not a dick at all. He wasn't a dick, but he treated me like he was just like, hi, little guy, you know, like, because I was like, hey, man, I'm a fan of yours. I respect you. I appreciate what you do, yada, yada, yada. And the way he kind of just looked at me, it was just like, you know, all right, sport, you know. And I remember telling him, like, you'll hear from me one day. You'll know my name. And, you know, now the Geeks and Gamers channel gets more views than him. You know, we have a higher social blade rank than him. And
which I know must make you feel just like so vindicated, seriously.
Yeah. 100%. And, but my goal is to like, if someone like a John Campea would have reached out to me when I didn't have but 800 subscribers, I don't know what I would have thought. You know, I would have been like, what? You know? So that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to make sure that people that are trying to make their way through YouTube and trying to find that avenue and you need that motivation. That's what I want to do, because I just know that was when I was in that position, I would have killed for somebody to, you know, help me out in that respect. And so, yeah, man. So I really haven't fully grasped it yet. I'm proud of it. I'm honored by all the support, but at the end of the day, man, yeah, it's business as usual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I try to treat it. So thank you to everybody for the support, though. It's been amazing.
No, it's been incredible to see the growth as well. I mean, just having, you know, joined in, I want to say by the time I started joining in everything on YouTube, it was I'd probably been watching you since February, like maybe February, March. And then I didn't start my channel, like actually doing videos for the channel, maybe until May. And you were a huge inspiration to that. The fact that you responded to me, like, I was looking at you and I was like, man, look at this guy right here. He is speaking common sense. People are loving it. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to be able to do the same thing. And I was like, but I want to make sure I do it right. I want to try and get started. I want to try and do the very best that I could. I remember sending you a message. I was like, he might not ever respond to me, but hey, might as well give it a chance. And then you responded, I want to say, in like the same day. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Real quick, because people are saying in the chat, because I'm watching the feed on YouTube and it's lagging up really bad for me. I don't know if it's lagging up for other people, but they're saying now, people are saying there's lag in the chat. I mean, I'm watching, because I can't see you on the Google Hangout because you don't have your camera on, but on the YouTube feed I'm watching, and we're losing viewers, so we're definitely having some issues.
Okay. Is there anybody who is not having any lag?
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, they're all saying it's lagging. I'm looking at the chat now, and you're lagging hard on my end. So I'm watching the YouTube feed right now. So
I wonder if it's my output, because everything looks fine on my end. I'm not skipping any frames. Let me double check my live stream. It says the stream health is good. So
yeah, super lag. Yeah, everybody says it's lagging on their end. I'm wondering if you should kill the Streamlab and just go straight Google Hangout.
I'm wondering if I don't want to have to
start over again.
I know, but I might have to, because I know that something I've had issues with in the past is that some people have had issues with the lag, and it might be because of my output, because in Streamlabs you're able to determine like what your bit rate is like for your output, and I've been trying to lower it because I think mine was set too high and it was causing some people's computers to be like, I can't handle this. So
yeah,
I don't know if that's it or not. Sir Laggy. But it was
yeah.
Oh boy.
Constantly lagging. Yeah, it's a stream from the late 90s.
Okay, well, let me try one more thing, I guess. Okay, so guys, I'm going to end the stream. We're going to restart.
But hang on, wait, let me get a couple. Well, you need to make sure we get those super chats that came in. So like Thomas sent a $20 one.
Yeah, I got them. They're
so
all
you got
here.
them. Okay.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
They get saved in my Streamlabs list.
Okay.
So I'll be able to read those when we get back on. So I'm going to try lowering the bit rate. we'll go one more time, and then we'll see. Dias, if you can hear me, if you put a super chat in there, don't worry. We're going to read them. We're going to talk about them. If you have questions, we're going to answer them. Let me try one more thing, and if this doesn't work, we'll go to a straight old hangout. So be right back, guys. Yeah, I think so. So we're live again. So guys, just let us know. Sorry. Let us know if the lag is still going on. So I tried changing the bit rate to 4,000 kilobits a second. So maybe it's too low. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I've been reading it wrong this entire time. I don't know technology. Technology is not my thing.
Let's see. So I'm not seeing us on. There we go. Now
yeah,
you're back.
There's gonna be a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, definitely. So
let's see. Tina had said, "Raffle, I just got an STD ad before Odin stream." Why is Star Trek Discovery on here, man? All right, it says welcome back. Better, says Nico Blue. So we'll see how long that lasts for.
Yeah, you're lagging on my end.
Lagging on your end. Okay.
Yep.
Still lagging. All right. So I'm going to try one more thing before abandoning Streamlabs because I think
YouTube hates us. YouTube hates the white man. So
all right, let's try one more thing and then we'll call it. So sorry guys, be right back and this will be the last time before we do just a straight old hangout.
Good old hangout.
Yes. All right, hello everybody, welcome back to Odin's Movie Vlog. This is the last time that we're going to try it with Streamlabs. So now I tried upping the kilobits per second. So maybe that was the issue, was that we had too much information and the small amount of data was not enough for it. So please let us know if this has fixed it. Rhaegar says no lag so far. Outpost Dyer says it's great. Welcome back. No lag, says Outpost Dyer. It's good so far. Clarity of picture. Okay.
Yep, we're good. We're good on my end so far.
Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
I was going the wrong direction, guys. My bad. I'm sorry. Technology is not my strong suit. But anyway. Perfect.
But growing a beard is. Growing a beard is.
Smooth.
So,
yes. Nice
yes.
and smooth. Yes. Guys, oh, do you see all the strands of beard? This is for you. Guys, this is all for you. All for you, guys. Speaking of beards, Jeremy, how is your beard going?
I actually was growing it out, and it was actually making some progress, and I got tired of it. So,
You shaved it?
Seriously, I mean, it was, yeah, because I'm back to because I just like the little stubble. That's all I like. I don't really like all that.
Aw.
So it was actually growing because I've never tried. And
Yeah.
when I was in Orlando a couple weeks ago, I mean, I was looking really, really rugged and rough and yeah, not as normal and attractive as I am being a beautiful YouTuber. I mean, I was actually looking a little scruffy and, you know, but yeah, I just kind of was like, it's, you know, I called you about it too, but I guess like the first time you ever really grow a beard out, like there's that you got to power through that little phase, and I was just like, nah, I'm not.
I told you, man,
so.
2 weeks, and then that's when you know whether you can own it or not. Did you go?
Yeah. So it was a little over 2 weeks, and like I said, it was showing progress, but I just was kind of like, this isn't, you know, it's not me. So maybe another time.
Okay.
But when I was in Orlando, I did go to Disney World, and I got noticed about 5 times at Disney World.
Nice. That's awesome.
Recognized. And a Disney employee actually, we got off the boat over at Epcot, and this older guy comes up. He goes, "Are you Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers?" I said, "Yes, sir." He goes, "Man, it is cool to see you." And he said, "I watch you every day." And he said, "I got to ask you, man, can you do the intro for me?" So I did the intro for him. And,
that's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I was literally wearing this. I'm wearing my Star Wars hat and my Alabama pullover. And another guy in Epcot, he goes, "Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, you don't even hide it. You're wearing the same thing you wear on camera." And I'm like, it's what I wear. I mean, it's kind of what I wear, you know? So yeah, man, it was pretty cool. And, you know, obviously then flew out to LA, which was my first plane flight.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually pretty smooth. It went pretty smooth. So
you did okay?
And yeah, I did okay. Obviously, I was a little like, holy crap, I'm 30,000 feet in the air, you know, but it was good. It was good.
And you're not behind the wheel, because I remember that was like the big thing. You said that you just didn't like not having control. It was like the big thing about it. So
yeah. So I'm good though. I'm gonna be flying more often now. Obviously with everything that's going on with you know, with Geeks and Gamers now, traveling is definitely in my future, and flying is definitely a more efficient way than driving 30-something hours across the country.
Yeah.
With the project that we have coming out next month, if this thing is successful as we hope it is, it will be something I'm going to be working on more projects like that, and I'm super excited. I'm so excited for this to release. I've got to talk to you about something after we get done. I want to give you something because you know what I'm doing, and
yeah, and I'm excited for it because and just everything that I know about it, I'm like, yes. I cannot wait. I'm tired of him speaking in riddles. I'm tired of him just saying, "Guys, there's a big thing going on." I'm not going to say what it is because I'm like, but I know what it is, and I just anyway.
Yeah.
So, but before I get to the super chats, because guys, don't worry, the super chats again, because I have them through Streamlabs, it's all saved right in front of me. So I'm going to get to you all in a second. But so you were mentioning before we got caught off with all the lag and everything like that, a bit of lag.
I just spilled my drink on me. It's all good though.
Well, you see, if you had a beard, the beard would have absorbed it, and then you'd be fine, and then you could save it for later. You know, that's one of the cool things about having a beard. But so you were, before we got cut off, you were talking about John Campea. So my question to you is this: since you are going to Star Wars Celebration this year, and since John Campea is likely, I'm assuming, going to Star Wars Celebration this year, have you thought about maybe trying to go up to him, offer out your hand, and say, "Hey, remember me?" Or what would you say to him if you ran into him this year at Star Wars Celebration?
You know, Campea is a very arrogant person. And I mean, he's been asked about Geeks and Gamers several times on his channel, and he continues to act like he doesn't know who we are and he's never heard of us. So I feel like he would probably act the same way, just dismissive. That's just how he is. Yeah. So at this point, I will treat it like he's beneath me. So if he comes up to me and talks, I'll be like, you know, John, I mean, if you need some advice, buddy, I can help you out. I mean, I know you got a fancy studio. I know you got big friends, but my channel's doing better than yours, buddy. So if you need some help, let me know, you know, but run along, sport. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Yes.
So
you have to say sport. You have to do at one point, be like, all right, see you, sport.
Yeah. And
go get him, bud.
Yeah. And so I mean, again, I still respect Campea. I was a fan of Campea through AMC Movie Talk, then over to Collider. And, you know, I think he's done a great job in his career. And now he's just taken such a hard left turn. And I mean that on the nose. But the way he talks about Star Wars fandom, the way he does the Orange Man bad stuff, and everything's Trump's fault. And, you know, like somebody made a comment, like one random person made a comment in his video, didn't reference Trump, didn't say anything about Trump. This person just made a disparaging comment about his wife, and he blamed it on Trump. He's like, this is Trump's America. And I'm like, oh God, what are you talking? Like, John, are you acting like the world, like, are you acting like the internet wasn't a bad place until Trump became president or something? Like, are you, you know, like, what is wrong with you? And again, you don't have to like Trump. That's fine. I don't give a shit about that. But to blame a bad comment on the internet on Trump, what is wrong with you? And, you know, I sent John Campea a message a long time ago on Facebook, complimenting him up and down. Never responded. Yet when I go after him on Twitter and I bring Trump up, he responds, because these people are so predictable. You compliment these mother effers, they don't care. You mention Trump and all of a sudden they will respond all day long. You know what I mean? And it just shows the NPC behavior. Yep. So anyway, yeah, man.
Shows some mental health problems too, I would say. You know,
yeah, absolutely.
It's called Trump derangement syndrome, and a lot of
people
got it. You know,
you're damn right. You're damn right. So yeah, no, Campea is whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met some cool people. I've become friendly with Jeremy Johns. Jeremy Johns is a great guy. Big fan of Johns. And I met Johns at Star Wars Celebration that same year. You know, and I told him since then, I said, dude, you don't remember meeting me, do you? He goes, I don't, man. I'm sorry. And it's like, it's all good. I was like, you know, you were meeting hundreds and hundreds of people, but he was super cool. And but I said, yeah, man, I met you a year ago. He said, no shit, man, that's crazy. And I said, yeah. I said, I was just the, you know, I was just a little guy then. It's all good.
I was just a wee little lad. All I can say is that if you can do anything for me at this year's Star Wars Celebration, if somehow you can get me a handshake with Jeremy Johns, like, my life will be complete, because I've been a fan of his for
I can
a
make
long
that
time.
happen. I can make that happen.
That would be amazing, because I would just want to be like, God, dude, I love you. Like, I don't know how I'd be able to contain. I would fanboy out, seriously. Like, it's
well, you were on the were you on the 24-hour live stream when he popped in?
I don't know if I was there when he popped in for that one, but I remember when you were talking about.
Well, when he commented is what I meant.
But it wasn't the 20, even before then, because I remember there was a stream that you were doing, and it was covering something important. And then he jumped in and gave you like a $50 super chat.
Yeah, that wasn't for 24 hours. That was another one.
That was like the first time, and I was like, that is freaking awesome, because because he had also, I think, recently made a video. I think it's because you had talked about his video where he talked about why the First Order sucks. And,
yes.
And then so he came to the channel. I was like, oh my God, like this is Jeremy Johns here, man, like.
Well, when he commented on my video where I was going after Collider was crazy. I couldn't believe that. Like he basically co-signed my video, and I was like, man, you know, that's pretty cool. But I like Johns a lot, and you know, there's other people, and I don't really have a problem. There are YouTubers that have reached out to me, big time YouTubers that a lot of people probably know of, and they don't really want to, you know, say publicly they've talked to me, but they've shared privately that they, you know, agree with what we say and where we stand. And so, yeah, man, it's pretty cool that so many people reach out. And then there's others that just want to act, you know, like all high and mighty, and that's fine. And so it is what it is. I'm just somebody, I don't know, man. I don't really, it's hard for me to forgive people when they were just complete D-bags. I mean, I have a very, like, I'm a sports person. I watch sports, and I follow people like a Tom Brady, like a Michael Jordan, where they just keep this mental memory of anybody that's ever done them wrong or motivated them, and they use that to make themselves better. And that's what I do. And that's why I don't care if we get 1 million subs, 2 million. I don't care. I'm always going to feel like, you know, we're the little guy, you know, and we're the ones that's doubted, because I feel like the people that are going to make our community what it is are the people that are being dismissed and marginalized and treated like we don't have valid opinions. And I feel like the people that are going to make us up are going to be like that. Well, what used to be referenced as the silent majority. You know, I feel like we're going to become the vocal majority in the near future, but the mainstream and the shills and the big companies are always going to dismiss people like me, people like you, and people that you know, they definitely will dismiss anybody who's it disagrees with them that's not a white male, that's for sure. So any women or black people or Mexicans or whatever, they will dismiss them, because if those opinions don't line up with their narrative, they don't act like those people exist. You know, and so that's what's going to make our community continue to grow, and we're always going to be the underdog, and I like it like that, you know.
And so, for me personally, I'm just gonna get to these super chats. For me personally, I personally love channels that have people that I know or would love to be friends with, where it's just one of those things where it's like, I could be friends with Felix from, you know, with PewDiePie fame. I could be friends and talk to and have a conversation with Jeremy Johnson. That's why those are the channels that I tend to like the most. But anyway, getting the super chat. So Thomas Gilkey, I still have your first one. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. He says, just popping in to say thank you, Odin and Jeremy, for everything you both do, and Ivan and Anna and the other Fandom Menace YouTubers. Love your box office breakdown on the Geeks and Gamers channel. Odin, thanks again. Well, thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that very much, and I love doing the box office breakdown for you guys. It's a lot of fun.
Thomas was the #1 fan of Geeks and Gamers before Geeks and Gamers became known. He was preaching the word of Geeks and Gamers long before, you know, we had a big YouTube following and everything like that. And so Thomas is awesome. So
well, thank you very much again, Thomas. You're a cool cat. Let's see. Coconut Milk Jeff says, "Look what they did to me." Thank you for that $2 super chat. Mega Jetty 1, thank you for the $10 super chat. Odin, Jeremy, need help with my story. Don't want him masked, but I want him with a secret identity. He has GL-like energy powers. Does his energy
Green Lantern
like energy powers? Does his energy blur his face, or does he wear a magic object for that? So, Jeremy, how can we cover or mask the person's face without an actual mask to keep his secret identity?
That's a good question. First of all, I will say mystery is always a powerful thing. The more mystery you can add, you look at Heath Ledger's Joker. You know, if Disney and Lucasfilm had it, I mean, they would basically just, you know, remake 10 Things I Hate About You and make that the Heath Ledger Joker, you know, backstory, because they want to tell a fucking backstory for everybody now. You know, the reason Heath Ledger's Joker is so, you know, so iconic is, #1, the performance, but the fact that there's that element of mystery. And we don't know anything about him, you know. Yoda, for instance. No, I don't want a Yoda backstory because of the mystery. I don't need to see Yoda in high school. I don't need to see it, okay? And that's exactly what we get. We'd have Zac Efron and Yoda in the Yoda backstory from Disney, you know. But so keep as much. The point I'm getting is keep as much of a mystery to these characters and their story. Now, how do you hide his face without putting a mask on it? I got to think about that one.
Yeah. I mean, I think that
a beard, a bit of beard.
Boom, there it is right there. I mean, if all you need are sunglasses to, or rather not sunglasses, just glasses to hide Clark Kent's identity, I guess you could say that, you know, energy or mist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe if he has Green Lantern-like powers, then he makes people's perception of him change depending on who you are. Every person sees him differently.
Would he put a bandana over everything but his eyes? You know, I don't know, like a bank robber. I don't know. You know what I mean?
And then Celebrity Jeremy says, face glow. Yeah, you could do a little bit of face glow.
Oh my God, Rhaegar Targaryen says Dagobah County. That would be Yoda's high school movie.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Let's see. Freeman, Big Boss, thanks for subscribing. Thomas Gilkey with another $5 super chat. I bet you if Tom Brady or Christopher Nolan grew a beard, Jeremy would too.
Tom Brady has grown a beard, and I believe Nolan has too. So, no, it's just not my thing. I guess.
But you worship the ground they walk on.
I mean, I guess I do to an extent. I would never want to meet them, by the way. I would never want to meet them.
Guys, this is the guy that still thinks that a certain movie was the greatest film ever made.
I mean, I've literally never said it was the greatest movie ever made. I've never said that. It's not even like my top 5 Christopher Nolan movies. I just said it's a damn good movie.
So why do you get so salty when people say it's overrated? So why do you get so...
The hyperbole here. This is Odin's hyperbole blog. Okay, thanks for joining us.
So why do you get so salty when we say it's overrated, huh?
Well, I do think it's a great film.
Okay.
I do think Dunkirk is a great film. And I think that the understanding of Dunkirk is misplaced. And I think people went into it that are critical of it, not understanding what it was supposed to be. There's 2 ways you can watch a movie. You can go into it watching it for what you want it to be, or you can go into it watching it for what the director intended for it to be. And Nolan himself said it was not intended to be Saving Private Ryan. He says Saving Private Ryan was done. It was done almost flawlessly, and they were not trying to recreate that. So from the perspective of the storytelling Nolan was trying to do, I think he knocked it out of the park. Now, that doesn't mean you have to like it, because that's the subjective part. But objectively, Dunkirk is a freaking well-made film across the board. It doesn't mean it's enjoyable, because I can totally understand why somebody wouldn't find Dunkirk to be an enjoyable movie. Yeah. Absolutely see that. But it is a extremely well-made movie.
Oh, and I'm not going to deny that either. I mean, it is a well-made movie. It's a well-crafted film, but it's boring. That's my point.
And that's fine. That's fine. But saying it's boring, I don't know how you get to the overrated part, because again, for it to be rated highly at all, it means that enough people with individual opinions had to come together to form that opinion. Whereas where I say Black Panther is overrated, I'm talking about from the media standpoint, because they are literally hyping a movie on identity politics. Now, I liked Black Panther.
Yeah.
But Black Panther is completely overrated.
Yeah.
By every stretch, every measure, Black Panther is being overrated. But that's from a media standpoint. But Dunkirk, across the board, pleased fans, pleased critics, pleased everybody for the most part, not every single person.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Calling a movie overrated always seems a little strange to me, because in order for that movie to be highly rated means that enough individuals came together to rate it in that sense. So how do you determine it's overrated? I mean, are you going to take one person and go, okay, well, that person's opinion is why it's overrated. I want to know that's that person's opinion. I want to know it's everybody's opinion is why it's overrated. At some point, you're just on the wrong side of the argument. Like me with Mad Max Fury Road. I just don't like it. Everybody else does.
It's a great movie.
Right, but and that's fine, and everybody loves that movie. I can't say the movie's overrated because
yes, you can. Yes, you can, because everyone loves it.
Right, but
when
that's
you say
fine.
Something is overrated, what you mean is that everyone loves it, but you.
I'm just on the wrong side of the argument. I'm just on the wrong side of the argument.
Wrong side of the argument.
Absolutely, absolutely. I can totally accept that I am.
You gotta
just like just
grow some balls and stand by your opinions, man.
Me? You're telling me to grow? Like usually they're too big. Usually they're too big. But so, but like even with me, like with Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I can't really argue that movie's good because it ain't. But I like it because it's enjoyable, and my nostalgia and that point in time in my life when I watched it, I was playing Mortal Kombat, and I really enjoyed seeing Cyrax and all this stuff going. It was just cool, you know. But it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. So. Thug Life Jeremy says The Dark Knight is overrated, and I will stand by that. Well, you can also you know what, you can also stand outside in the cold rain and you can go straight to hell. Thug Life Jeremy.
Yeah, Thug Life Jeremy. I'm kidding. Dude, like seriously, your opinion is invalid, and you could just go away. Thank you. Anyway, I love how we got into that entire discussion.
Of course, Dunkirk came up. Yes. Hey, I have to show it. You know what? Exclusive content on Odin's channel. You guys ready for this? You guys ready for some exclusive goodies? Oh, boy. Exclusive stuff here. Look at there. Look at there. Stickers.
Oh, man.
Geeks and Gamers stickers.
Hold on. Let me I'm going to punch this up for everybody. Look at that. Look at
Geeks
that,
and Gamers stickers.
Look at those stickers.
Look at there.
Look at those stickers.
Wow. Okay. This might be available in the near future. Might be available in the near future.
Hope that y'all got a good look at that.
I know, dropping stickers, Jeremy. Caitlin saw me drop one of them.
Oh, man. All right, let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Live actions. No, not live actions. Recent actions. Lethal Lightning, thank you very much for the Australian $2 super chat. Hey, Odin, I'm at work. Can't tune in, unfortunately. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Lethal Lightning. Thanks for stopping by anyway. The Rookie Critic, thank you for the $5 super chat. Rookie Critic, guys, he's a cool dude. He's a really cool
good
dude.
people. Good people right there. Yep.
He says, the beard meets the hat. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. For the first time, SJWs attacked a tweet of mine about what woke, but Odin scared them away. Yes! So Rookie Critic is right. He made a comment, and then a bunch of SJWs went after him, and so I basically called them out as a bunch of soy boy betas, and they blocked me, and it was great.
Nice.
It was wonderful. It was fantastic.
That's perfect. And yeah, see, like, and Rookie Critic, yeah, and I'm going to continue to give Rookie Critic and Sith Kryptonian a major shout out for having my back during the 24-hour live stream. And obviously Odin was there for a heavy portion of it too. And, you know, those guys are such good guys, and they're such a valuable asset to the community. And I consider all of you part of the Geeks and Gamers community. I mean, you know, you don't have to be like on the channel every day, or, you know, a writer on the site or whatever. Like, if you are here, you're in the Geeks and Gamers community, and the Geeks and Gamers community is for everybody, but it's especially for the people that feel like their opinions don't matter, you know, and their opinions constantly getting dismissed by the media and being told that just because you don't like a movie that has a woman in it, you're a sexist or some stupid shit like that. You know, like, for instance, Thug Life Jeremy just said the Dark Knight is overrated, and as painful it is for me to hear that. He's got his opinion, and we respect that. We appreciate that. We're gonna give him shit over it. You know, we're gonna make fun of him, but he has the right to that opinion. Mm-hmm. As wrong as it may be, that's fine. But, you know, it's this entire Geeks and Gamers, everything from top to bottom is for everybody that wants to have their voice heard and be part of something bigger, you know. And it's not the Jeremy show. It's all of us. You know, I've had Geeks and Gamers for 7 years. If I was that important, then we would have blown up a long time ago. We blew up because of so many amazing people supporting us, and the core and the foundation now is stronger than ever, and that's what's making it what it is. So anyway, yeah, go ahead, Odin.
As the dude says, well, that's just like your opinion, man. Let's see. We got Sith Kryptonian. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Jeremy and Odin. Hell yeah. Cheers, guys. Well, cheers to you, Sith Kryptonian. Thank you very much, man. The Rookie Critic, once again, with a $2 super chat, says, just tossing another $2 on the pile. Well, thank you, Rookie. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that.
Sir Kryptonian back once again. Looks like they're having a battle in the super chats. $5 super chat. Jeremy, take that damn hat off. P.S. Thanks, Jer, for retweeting my video today. Hope you enjoyed the thank you at the end.
So the hat off. Are we doing the hat off stuff now?
Girls.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Let's get that nice and deep like. Yeah.
There it is. You guys happy? And it's just going to keep growing. It's just going to keep growing. So
it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous.
It's fabulous. It's super fabulous. It is so beautiful.
Let's see. Richard DDR, thanks for joining the channel. MegaJetty1 says, so...
All right, hat's going back on.
Says, so give him headband with a magic gem. Thanks, guys. Oh, okay, for your character.
I was wondering, yeah.
Headband with a magic gem. Boom. I think that sounds good, man. Laura, Ryan stole my fanfiction story. Always love that name. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Dagobah Creek, a Yoda high school story.
Oh, man.
I don't want to wait for my life to be over.
Oh, man.
Love it. Star Wars JGG for life. I always love that name because it's just so complicated.
She messed it up, and I think she has to wait a certain amount of time to change it. So that's what that's Ruth though. That's Star Wars for life.
Okay, yeah, so I figured, yeah. And then she says, "Can you tell Jeremy Ahsoka is happy now?"
Ahsoka right here.
Boom.
She's back.
Yes, indeed.
She's back.
However, I think Rose Tico is happier because she's from Australia, and also she's whooping Kylo Ren's butt right here. And I don't know if you know this, but hashtag Roselo, it's going to happen, guys. She's going to turn to the dark side, and Kylo is going to become her little biatch, and it's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. And I can't wait. Let's see.
I'll say so. Yeah. So, and I'm sure you guys know, you know, and I haven't talked much about it, but so the reason, so I do have, I've got the Joker poster, or the Joker painting that Anna did for me. And I've got Ahsoka up because she bought me the Ahsoka. Anna's going through a lot right now. She posted a video about it the other day. So that was kind of a gentle nod for that. And everybody was complaining because Ahsoka was gone. And so because Mario was a little upset because he's like, guys, like, come on, man. So, I mean, we could do both, but it'll probably fall. Yeah. So anyway, so Ahsoka's back. Everybody can be happy. There you go.
Boom. There it is. Got to get the whammons up there, man. But also true because she's the best whammon in the Star Wars universe. Arguably.
That's true.
Let's see. Where did I leave off? We have the Rookie Critic. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Jeremy, please keep that hat on. Don't listen to that super soy Sith.
Just put it back on.
He says Sith is a super soy. Odin, I photoshopped your beard onto Mecca, Anna, Ivan, Jeremy, and Jesse. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Please send that to me on Twitter because my god, my beard on all those people. That's insane. Josh Quick, thank you for the $2 super chat. Jump Force is the new Fortnite of 2019. What is Jump Force? What is this?
What is this now? I'm looking for the
Jump Force. It's some kind of game. And also, guys, I'm seeing you guys in the comment talking about my mic, so I'm going to turn my mic up a bit to match.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
There we go. That should be a little bit more even to Jeremy's. And again, guys, yeah, let me know if the volumes are good or sound equal between us. So anyway, yeah, I've never heard of that game. So I can't make a comment on that. Jump Force. If it's anything like Space Force, then it's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome.
When the draft finally comes, are you going to join Space Force?
Absolutely. Not even a question. Yeah. Not even a question.
I will join 100%. On one condition. I can get an X-Wing. So if I can get an X-Wing that can fly in space, I'm good. I'm set.
I'm 100% on board with this, so let's do it.
Let's see, Proper Jeremy, who is guys. Let me just put it right here. Proper Jeremy is the worst. He literally is in every single damn live stream. I'm surprised that he didn't just pop up in mine because he is in every single damn live stream. But thank you for the $5 super chat. Even though I hate you, but thank you. He says Thug Life is a child, and I'll use this against him in the future. Next Council of Jeremys will be on February 16th. Odin, I hope we can be friends again someday. No, never Proper. Not until you learn your place, son. But seriously, guys, Council of Jeremys on February 16th. Go check them out. Subscribe to Proper Jeremy. They've got fun. They have a lot of fun over there with the Council of Jeremys. So go check them out, please.
And make sure you smash the melee button.
Yes,
smash the melee button.
Click the like button, please.
Swig of berry juice in the Ninja Turtles cup for the working man.
Swig of flavored water for the working man. Delicious. Robbie Cano, wow, thank you for the $50 super chat. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. He says, what's up, guys and everyone? Always watch the channels and videos. First time super chatting here. Keep doing the good work, fellas. I'll fight them on Twitter. Gotta punch back against the SJWs. Follow your boy at Robbie Cano on Twitter. Shameless plug. Well, dude, when you super chat, man, you shameless plug away. So at Robbie Cano, everybody. And Valkyrie, if y'all can just post that in the chat so that way they can maybe click on it, click a link to it. At Robbie Cano on Twitter. Thank you, man.
And thank you. Yeah, and thank you for that. Really appreciate it, Robbie. You've been a strong supporter of Geeks and Gamers for the longest, and really do appreciate it, buddy. So thank you, and keep fighting the good fight, brother.
Yes, absolutely, dude. And yeah, keep fighting them on Twitter, and I will be joining you in it continuously. Let's see. Sith Gratonian, once again, thank you for the $5 super chat. Boo hat. This super is to support O'Dizzle. P.S. Your closet is hot. Please let me out. Okay, yeah, so there's this like on-running joke that Sith Kryptonian lives in my closet and that he's trapped in there. And so we like to joke that he's trapped in the closet because, you know, he's like R. Kelly in that way.
Oh boy.
Celebrity Jeremy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Rose Tico is hanging her head like she's depressed about being in The Last Jedi. That's why her rise in episode 9, whatever the hell they are going to call it, is going to be awesome. That's when she can lift her head high again because that's when she'll have, you know, Kylo as her little biatch. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome, guys. I'm telling you. Spoiler alert, guys. It's going to happen, and it's going to be awesome. Let's see. The Rookie Critic, thank you for the $2 super chat. Hail ONJ. Keep hat on and keep Sith in the closet. Well, I can definitely keep Sith in the closet, and I just realized that together we indeed make OJ. So that's awesome.
Oh man, I like how Rookie Critic and Smith are going at it.
Swig of OJ for the working man. That's what I gotta say.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You enjoy some OJ. Proper Jeremy is back. $2 super chat. Sith, get back under the bed where you belong. Wait, he's got a bed in my closet? What the hell has he been doing in there? Seriously? I gave him a blanket because I was generous.
He got a blanket?
I gave him a blanket. I was like, dude, okay, I'm going to give you a blanket, but just shut up and leave me alone. But he won't stop.
Oh, it must be nice to get a blanket at least. Is it a themed blanket or is it just a basic blanket?
Nah, it's kind of it's one of the, so you know how at festivals and family reunions you have those the sack races. Mm-hmm. So I just cut up a couple of those and stitched them together, and I made a blanket out of it. So it's gonna keep him warm. It might not be comfortable, but it'll be warm. So
all that counts.
It's a thought, exactly right. And I didn't have to give him anything. I mean, he's the one that's taking up space in my closet. So he shouldn't be complaining anyway. So Kryptonian, thank you for the $2 super chat, says Jeremy still want to face the Senate in February.
Yes, I will be facing the Senate in February. I don't know exactly when because I've got to go to Atlanta in February and get all this done with this video, get it edited, hanging out with our boy Ivan Ortega, and yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna do it. I'll definitely be there. Don't worry.
Perfect. Do it.
Do it.
Michael Hand, thank you for the $5 super chat. You missed my last super chat. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. But it's cool. I'm wondering where you guys rate Memento and Insomnia as far as Christopher Nolan films go. I like both. You know what it might be? It might be when I went to my dashboard to change the video size on Jeremy's, it may have refreshed it, and that's the reason why it got lost. So I'm very, very sorry about that. Actually, no. It's down. Oh, this is so weird. Anyway, I see your first one. So the first one, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. What do you guys think about Memento and Insomnia is the question that he wanted to ask. So, Jeremy, Memento. What's your thoughts on Memento?
Yeah, I mean, Memento, and it's kind of, it doesn't even make sense anymore to say this is a masterpiece from Christopher Nolan because he has so many masterpieces. But Memento is truly a masterpiece, and a lot of people will consider that his best film. I still say his best film is The Dark Knight, even though my favorite is Interstellar. But Memento is masterclass. I mean, it's unbelievable. The storytelling, the pacing, the acting, everything about that movie is just unbelievable. The writing, and so I love it. Now, Insomnia is a really good movie. Probably of all of his major releases, is probably his weakest movie. But again, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing because none of his movies are bad. But Insomnia is probably my least favorite movie of his, maybe, but I still very much love it. Incredible performances by Pacino and Robin Williams. I love the whole setting in Insomnia. So, yeah, I mean, love them both. I think they're on different ends of the spectrum on his filmography. I think Memento is near the top, whereas Insomnia is near the bottom, but still a really good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I like both as well. I think, actually, personally, I have Memento and Insomnia near the top of my list because the only bad movie that I can think of, and no, I'm not going in the direction that you think I'm going. I'm not going to say Dunkirk, even though I think Dunkirk is overrated. But when it comes to as far as like least favorite movies that I don't really ever feel the need to watch again, Dark Knight Rises to me still is just, I'm sorry, I don't like it. I don't like it. Not a fan. I used to be a really strong defender of The Dark Knight Rises, and I still do very much love The Dark Knight Rises, but I do really acknowledge that it does have more problems than a typical Nolan film. Like, it definitely has more problems, and I do believe that Christopher Nolan probably was in a pretty bad spot with Ledger passing away creatively, and kind of hands were tied a bit. I would have to imagine without a doubt that Ledger would have been featured in some capacity in the follow-up to The Dark Knight, but I still very much enjoy The Dark Knight Rises, but I don't, I acknowledge that it has some issues. Where's the trigger? Where's swear to me? Yeah, or the magic knee brace, Luke or Bruce is just limping around. He can't walk. He puts this magic knee brace on and he kicks over a brick wall, and you're like, I think my favorite part of the movie, and it made me go, what? was when Catwoman disappears and does the disappearing trick on him. And in character, he is by himself. He is alone, and yet somehow he stays with the voice, and he goes,
well, that's what that feels like.
That's what that feels like. Okay. And I was like, oh, my God. But yeah, and then of course you can't forget the Talia al Ghul death.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Man. Like again, like I understand that he was dealing with a lot, and losing his biggest star is definitely going to be a hard thing to build up from. But if there's any Nolan film that I don't ever really want to see again, that would be one that I can think of. Even though I will watch clips of it just so that I can get, oh, hello, my name is Bane.
Bane's great.
That's hilarious. So
Bane is great. So
let's see. Force Ghost Juicy Juice Jeremy, thank you for the $2 super chat. Swig of apple juice for the one with the Force, man. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Proper Jeremy says, Sith, the last time I am a member of the Senate. Awesome. The Rookie Critic, and also, if that is true, guys, can y'all please kick Proper Jeremy off? If you ever want me on the Senate again, you need to kick off Proper Jeremy. That's gonna be my rule.
I agree.
That should be.
I support this,
guys. I have a contract, but my contract is 1 line long, and it is Proper Jeremy cannot be featured on this council, and then I will do any council that you ever want me to do. I love you, man.
I like it. I like it.
Let's see. The Rookie Critic, thank you again for another $5 super chat. He says, I turn 25 tomorrow. I'll move my live stream to noon Pacific Standard Time and might drink a little, so anyone is welcome to join the fun. So, guys, go sub over to the Rookie Critics channel and get ready for a noon Pacific Standard Time. So that would be a 2 o'clock Central or 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time live stream to celebrate his birthday. Give him some love.
Happy birthday, buddy.
He's awesome. He shouted me. Okay, so let me tell you a fun story about Rookie Critic. So Rookie Critic, he did this mass, like, I'm going to, talk about all the channels that I love video. And it was really great. It was awesome. He tags me in it on Twitter when he first releases it. So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch the video. At no point did he ever shout me out in the video. So I was like, why did you tag me in it? And then I was like, oh, I see. I see how this is going to be played, Rookie Critic. But seriously, happy birthday, man. And thank you again for that super chat. And guys, go check him out. Go check out his live stream. Speaking of blah blah blah, Skip Kryptonian says for $2, it was a towel, not a blanket, and it was used. Sure, you call it whatever you want. You're lucky.
You got the job done, right?
You're lucky that I gave it to you in the first place. Arc Trooper Knox, awesome name. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Tech issues so late, but y'all should watch Dunkirk and Darkest Hour together because the 2 movies from one great picture. Keep up the good fight. Oh, the 2 movies together form one great picture. I think that both together definitely talk about that event very well.
What's the Darkest? I haven't seen the Darkest Hour.
Gary Oldman's Oscar-winning performance?
I haven't seen that.
What? He dresses up like oh yeah, he's Winston Churchill.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen that one.
Oh man, you need to see it. It's great.
I haven't seen it.
So good.
If Oldman's in it, I'll watch it though.
Oh yeah, definitely watch it. Like imagine Dunkirk is like, the dirt, it's kind of, it's like dirty and it's not the most interesting thing in the world. Like Darkest Hour is like, the plant. It's beautiful and it's well done and well crafted and amazing.
I'm going to let you have this. I'm going to let you have it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. The Rookie Critic, thank you for another $2 super chat. He says, don't worry, Sith. I sent my rooks to free you. Nice. Well, he's not going to be freed. He's going to be trapped in the closet forever. The DJD Show, thank you for the $2 donation through Streamlabs. Hi, Jer Mario Quartz. Odin is a Norse god. Please sub to this small channel, Geeks and Gamers. They are noobs. They are not even at 1 million subs yet. Alabama lost because they ate at Denny's.
Damn. What's up, DJD? Yeah, I mean, I figured I gotta take the Alabama heat. Alabama got their ass beat. I'm not feeling good about it, but at least my Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Everybody doubts the Patriots, so maybe Alabama. If Alabama loses, typically New England wins. That's how it goes. They've never won in the same year, so
What if
we'll
they
see
lose in the same year? What will that what will happen to you?
I mean, at this point, people are, because people keep giving me crap over the Alabama thing. Dude, I'm spoiled as an Alabama fan. Like we've had the most dominant run in the history of college football, and I'm a lifelong Alabama fan. So I lived through the bad years before we got to this point. So I'm good with it. I mean, it sucks what happened, but we've had an amazing run, and we're still going to be relevant for the next 5 or 6, 7 years. So it's all good. Not a big deal. And then with New England, again, I'm not a New England fan per se. I'm a Brady fan. And so I'm just honored to be able to watch the greatest athlete I've ever seen play, and that's Tom Brady. He's better than even Michael Jordan.
I mean, Tom Brady had a rough regular season, but I think he showed everyone why he is considered one of the all-time greats by producing in the postseason. But here's the funny thing is the narrative around Brady this year. But the reality of it is if you go back to Peyton Manning's, I think his MVP season in Indianapolis, I believe in the mid 2000s, Tom Brady's numbers this year were better than Peyton Manning's MVP year. Oh, wow.
So while Brady really he did have a little bit of an off year for Brady. Yeah. He's still playing at an elite level. And, there's just nobody's in the same stratosphere as Brady. So.
I have many people from my own city that would say Drew Brees is in the same level.
That's fine. I mean, Tom Brady's been to 9 Super Bowls. Drew Brees has been to 1.
That's what I say to them all the time because I am not on that bandwagon. So
I love Drew Brees, by the way. I love Drew Brees.
I had respect for him until he sat out for a $100 million contract. Then I kind of lost respect for him. That's just personal quibbles that I have.
Robbie says MJ's the GOAT. Okay, first of all, I grew up on Jordan. I've always, said Jordan is the greatest of all time, but you can't deny what Tom Brady is doing. It's unheard of. He's in his 40s and he's still the best in the game.
Yeah.
He's been doing this for 19 or 18 years. That's insane. Like, it's stupid. He won the MVP last year at 40 years old.
Yeah.
It's retarded. I'm sorry if that's a bad word I'm supposed to say, but it's retarded. It's retarded, okay, that he's doing this. It doesn't make sense.
The correct word is stupid, silly.
Sorry. I'm sorry. But
how dare
anyway.
You? Do I have to give you punished work?
People are going to start leaving the stream if we keep talking sports. You know how that goes.
That is true. Anyway, so the Rookie Critic, thank you for another $2 super chat. My brother wants me to order Captain Marvel tickets. That does sound terrifying, Rookie Critic. I would just, you know what? I would actually just sit out and wait for them to offer you free tickets because that sounds like what they're going to try and do. So that way you can go see it and not have to pay. Or actually, you know what? Even better, Rookie Critic, it's not going to sell out. So why don't you just go buy 2 tickets to something else, and then y'all can go see Captain Marvel if that's really what you want to do. That's probably what I'm going to do. Let's see.
I don't know how I'm going to deal with that, but
I'm going to pay for something and then casually stroll into a screen that's showing Captain Marvel. Moist Visions Inc. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Which will be better, Captain Marvel or Episode 9?
What's going to be what? Say that again.
Which will be better, Captain Marvel or Episode 9?
So I'm still of the mindset that in isolation, I still think Episode 9 is going to be a good movie because I think J.J. Abrams is a good director. But in terms of being part of the trilogy, I think it's going to feel like this trilogy is going to be a disaster because of what Rian Johnson did. But if you're talking about just in isolation, I think that Episode 9 has a better chance of being a good movie over Captain Marvel. Plus, Brie Larson sucks. But Sam Jackson, they're going to rely heavily on Sam Jackson.
I imagine
they're going to rely heavily on him. But yeah, I'm going to say I think Episode 9 has a chance to be the better movie.
Yeah.
But that's in isolation. In terms of being connected to this trilogy is going to be such garbage. So
yeah, I mean, Captain Marvel to me is basically cannon fodder. Like, I feel like it's just a placeholder for Endgame. And that's the reason why I don't think it's going to be this huge box office, success that people are saying that it's going to be. I'm not saying that's not going to make money, but it's not going to – I wouldn't be surprised if it's under $500 million, which would be a success for it. Like, it would be profitable, but it's not going to be this huge thing. But that all being said, I do think Episode 9, between those two, Episode 9 will be better, and it's for no other reason than I really honestly think at this point, the fact that we haven't gotten a trailer yet for episode 9, the fact that they're being so hush about everything, the fact that everything is kind of under wraps, I think they are trying to do everything to get it right before they put it out there, because they know once they put it out there, once people have footage to look at and have characters to look at, that's when the Phantom Menace is either going to, you know, accept it, hate it, or be somewhere in the middle. And I think that if they're not careful and they get the Phantom Menace to hate what they put out there, even for a trailer or teaser trailer, it's not going to be good for them in the long run. So I honestly think that episode 9 will end up being better. But yeah, as you said, the trilogy is screwed because the middle movie takes everything from the first one and says, screw you! And now the third film's going to be like, well, now there we go. Or, you know, let's pick up the pieces and somehow end this thing.
Somebody asked me if I was predicting that Captain Marvel, let me see, would have a below 60 on Rotten Tomatoes. Who said that? Brandon Singer said, Jeremy, are you predicting a Rotten Tomatoes score for Captain Marvel under 60? Hell no. We're talking about the media. The media is going to drool over this movie. Yeah. They're going to give this a 90-something% or above. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous.
What about the audience?
The audience, again, I don't know if Captain Marvel, like, again, it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They've not made a bad movie. They've made some movies I didn't really care for, like Thor 2. Like, I didn't like Doctor Strange, even though everybody else liked it. They've not made an awful movie. They haven't made a Fantastic Four, you know, or anything like that. They haven't made a Catwoman.
Yeah.
So it is the MCU. And they clearly want to do anything they can to make this movie successful for the Whammon and for their agenda. So I do think that the movie has the potential to be decent. The problem is that they're trying to make this out to be the next Captain America or Iron Man movie. That's how they're acting like this is. The media is trying to treat this like this is a character that's been iconic and, you know, revered for all of these years, and everybody's anticipating it. And the truth is nobody cares. Like, nobody really cares about this character. There's only the SJWs want to get on social media and hashtag about it and preach about it and project about it. But comic fans, there's not this groundswelling of comic fans that have been like, I can't wait for a Captain Marvel movie. I've been waiting my whole life for this.
They're having to give them away. No. Like, no one's buying the comic. And I actually didn't really know the history of it, and I finally looked into it. And Captain Marvel as Captain Marvel has only been around since 2012. So it's not, I mean, if you had gone with the Miss Marvel route or something to that effect, maybe going into a bit of the history. But no, they chose Captain Marvel. And so then I looked into it and said, okay, well, why did they do this? And then I found out about how there was this group of feminists who were like pushing and pushing and pushing for Marvel to do this film. And because I know this group, and because like I know what this group stands for, it's like the Carol Corps, I think is what they were called, I realized, okay, so there's a very good chance that this film is going to be woke as hell. And I'm worried. I'm honestly worried at this point because I don't know what in the hell they're going to be, you know. But as far as critic score, there's no question. There's no question that it's going to be 95%. And the reason why is because what is the #1 narrative for this film so far? Jeremy, do you have any idea?
Respect Whammon?
No.
What?
It's this year's Black Panther. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen that in an article heading, and I thought to myself, so basically we're trying to say is that the only thing that matters is that this is, you know, fighting against expectations of the white male patriarchy, and therefore it's gonna be great. And it's like, no, that's just not how it works. So I honestly think that I would not be surprised if the audience score is in the 70s, just to be honest, 70s. And then obviously the critic score is going to be in the upper 90s. No question. No doubt.
Yep, unfortunately.
Yes. Sith Kryptonian, thank you for the $5 super chat. Proper has been removed permanently from the Senate. Odin provides me shelter. What he says goes. That was a wonderful, wonderful move.
Really appreciate that.
And all I have to say is, I love democracy.
Yeah, really, really appreciate that. That was a really good move. You basically cut the disease out, and now it can no longer infect you. So great job, Sith Kryptonian. Very brave, very brave. A lot of bravery. Not quite Caitlyn Jenner bravery. Not there. You're not going to get an ESPN ESPY award for bravery, but you're you're on the level, you know. So
like more like Elizabeth Warren bravery for releasing that she's less than 1/10% Native American. That's how brave you are. So I wish you all the luck in the world. Abu Nas, thank you, man. Abu Nas is another great channel. Go check him out. Sub. He can wrap up a storm, and he's awesome. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Wish me a happy YouTuber anniversary, ya animals. Happy YouTube anniversary, Abu Nas.
Right on, Abu Nas, my boy Abu Nas. Good people right there. So happy anniversary, man.
Good man. MegaJetty1, thank you for $2 super chat. Should Blue Shogun have a Dr. Manhattan glow or no?
As long as it doesn't have a Dr. Manhattan penis,
I was saying that's what he should have.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't.
That's what gets the ladies going, man.
Very, very distracting. Very distracting.
Did you also stare at it the entire time?
No, it was like once I saw it, and then I was like avoiding it. I'm like trying to, like I'm looking at the top corner of the screen then because I'm like, I don't want to look at it, but I want to look at the screen. But it's there. And it's huge, and I don't want to keep looking at this. No, but I definitely think adding a glow, a small glow would actually be beneficial.
Yeah, I would agree as well. Not too bright because you don't want to hide it, you know. So don't go too bright on that one.
Wolfman Creed says Jeremy Jelly. No, it was like for me, it was almost like looking in a mirror, you know, and that's why I was kind of like, it's like, you know,
it's like, man, if I were to paint it blue, you couldn't tell the difference. Rookie Critic, thank you for a $2 super chat. Sending your healing powers to heal Abu Nas. Well, I hope he's okay. Didn't know he was sick. Proper Jeremy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Upon request from my fellow members, I'm stepping down from the Senate. Thank you, Sith, for the opportunity and experience. God bless. I love you all. Well, that was a fine speech, Proper, but as I said once, a certain person left office after 8 years. Good riddance. All right. Laura, it's a short story. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Changing your name midstream? What? Calling it episode 9 trailer has Ahsoka or Thrawn. Laura, I don't think you're off.
I don't think so.
I don't think you're off. I think that's a possibility. I really do, because what would get fans more excited than Ahsoka or Thrawn? And also, you already have Richard E. Grant, who, even though he's denied it, is the physical embodiment of Thrawn. So, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying that they won't be in it. For that first trailer, I don't think so. Maybe.
Let's say. Imagine the last shots. I don't
want Ahsoka in this movie.
You don't, but you do. That's the thing. You don't, but you do, because
you're right. I mean, there is the part of me that is as a fan. You want to
see her on screen, but you don't want Disney to be the ones to do it.
Yeah. Damn it.
So I know it's gonna be this tough thing, because you're gonna be like, oh, because I actually just finished the Thrawn trilogy, and oh my god, so freaking good, guys. If you've never read the Thrawn books, the original trilogy by Timothy Zahn is just great, and I would recommend actually getting the newer audiobooks that were voiced by Mark Thompson. He does every single original trilogy voice to perfection, and his Thrawn voice is iconic. I started listening to another audiobook that also features Thrawn, and it was by a different voice actor, and it sucked. I was like, no, that's not Thrawn. That's not the Thrawn I know. What are you doing? But no, yeah, I would be so pumped to see either of them, but at the same time, I'd also be like, oh, don't ruin it, please. Let's see. Moist Visions Inc. Thank you for $2 super chat. What movie will make you moist in 2019?
Toy Story 4.
Really?
Yeah.
I do not want that movie.
It's my most anticipated movie of the year.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They are going to ruin it.
Again,
3 was the perfect ending, and now they're going to ruin it.
But I said the same thing about 3. 3 came so far after 2, and I'm like, they're ruining it. 2 was a perfect ending. I was like, these 2 movies are perfect. You can't do this. And then 3 came along, and 3 was perfect. And so, I mean, at this point, Toy Story is my favorite trilogy of movies. Yes, open up Star Wars and The Dark Knight. Toy Story, to me, they just, there's something about Toy Story. And with, Tim Allen, and, Tom Hanks, and just the the toys coming to life and the nostalgia it gives you from being a kid and having your toys, and then you go through those phases of not playing with your toys, and it's amazing. And I love the Toy Story movies, and I am worried about Toy Story 4. There's no doubt about it. I am definitely worried about it, but it's Toy Story. I can't not be excited for it. I can't not at least anticipate it, and I can't not be excited to revisit these characters again. I just can't. You know what I mean? I am worried though.
Yeah, I'm the same way where it comes to being worried, but we don't need it. I'm sorry, like, not just because I understand what you're talking about being worried about 3, but to me, the way you could justify it is that they are finishing off a trilogy and they're finishing off the story. And that's how they played it. They're like, we're going to end the story. Andy is growing up, and now we're going to end it. And I thought, perfect. And then the way the movie ends, you're like, oh, this is perfect. You know, you're in tears.
It is perfect. You're in
tears because it's just so beautiful. And then it's like, goodbye, partner. And then boom, that's it. That's all you need. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, Toy Story 4. It's like, okay, so now you just took the great ending you had, and you basically said, we want more money. And we don't care if we're going to ruin the story that we ended to perfection. I
mean, there's a lot of ways to look at this. I mean, you look at Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 was supposed to be straight to DVD, straight to VHS, whatever you want to call it. That movie was just like, they made it, and it was going to be like The Lion King 2, you know what I mean? Where it was straight to, video, but it ended up going to theaters and becoming one of the greatest movies ever made. And you look at the Toy Story, how they've done it. I believe they've reworked some of the story on this one on Toy Story 4 because there were some issues or whatever. And I don't know, man. I mean, again, I get it. I'm not disputing that there should be concerns. I have those concerns, but it's Toy Story, so
I hear you.
I'm excited.
I'm just so worried. For me, as far as movies that will make me moist, John Wick 3. Easily. John Wick's on a horse, and John Wick's riding a motorcycle with a katana. That's all I need in this life. That's my most anticipated film of the year, over Endgame, because John Wick is the greatest modern franchise, I would argue. Fight me on that. Voluptuous Jeremy. Oh, hello, Voluptuous. So, Jeremy, are you going to go see Cats when episode 9 drops?
But there's a Voluptuous Jeremy? Where did this one come from? Is this new? Caitlin, is this new?
I've seen Voluptuous around before because
okay, well, I haven't been doing a lot. I think I've only done like 1 or 2 live streams this entire month, so I don't really get to interact a lot. Yeah. I will do more live streams, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to see episode 9. I've told everybody this, so
I'm very likely going to see Cats opening night just so that I can vlog throughout it. And I'll have a blast. Even though I hate Cats, I don't want to see the musical. But if it means that I can, make a farce out of the farce that has become the Star Wars universe, then hey, I'll take that bullet. I'll take that bullet for the people. And then the last super chat so far, MegaJetty1, thank you for $2 super chat. Last one, thanks, Jer. You get my comment on your car vid? ?
Say what now?
Did you get his MegaJetty1's comment on your car video?
I don't know. It's got 300 comments, so I haven't seen. I didn't see any, so I didn't see it yet. But there's a lot of comments on there. So yeah. 1,042 likes to 10 dislikes. Sounds like Pablo. Sounds like you don't have the people on your side, buddy. So
not bad at all. Let's get to some comments in the chat. Obanas says, Cats 2019 is all the way for me. Damn right, man. Patrick McDuff cannot wait for Toy Story 4. Again, I understand why people are excited for it, but I can't get to it. Brandon Singer, question for Odin. Do you think It Chapter 2 is going to make $1 billion? It's a hard sell because horror films don't tend to make that much money. So I would say it's going to be successful. I don't think it's going to reach $1 billion. But once again, I'm not going to be like these shills that say, oh, look, I have all the information. And I'm going to say, here's my bold prediction. It's like no one knows until we get those first weekend numbers in. But just historically speaking, it's not likely to reach $1 billion. What do you think?
I don't think so. It's not. It won't. I mean, it had the perfect storm of all of this built up nostalgia for the original It and the amazing, trailers for the film and everything. And then it excited audiences and it made them happy and the word of mouth picked up good. But I don't think that this one's going to top the box office for what did the first, what did it do?
I was looking that up right now. So and I think the more impressive thing is to see how much it made versus its budget. It had a budget of $35 million, and it made $700 million worldwide.
Yeah.
So that already to me is a win, and it would be lucky to match it. And there's a chance it could do successful. Like, I would not be surprised if it got to the $600 million range. But in order to get that extra $300 million, the one thing it has going against it is, and let me just double check this for myself, there are certain movies that cannot be released, are not allowed to be released in certain countries. So the reason why this film actually probably could have been $1 billion film, but you know what? There's one country it was not allowed to be released in. China. And the reason why is because China has a very, very strict policy about films that feature any type of magic or any type of, like, I would actually say a lot of horror films meet it because they're a secular country, like, to the extreme. And so anything that seems to indicate demonic presence or spirituality, for a lot of times they don't allow it. And so that might be a reason why, like, so It Chapter 1, sorry about that. Everyone's shaking now. It Chapter 1 could have probably reached $1 billion had it opened in China, but because It 2 is probably not going to get a China release, there's no way. Like, without China, there's no way any film can reach $1 billion. I don't think I've ever heard of a film that reached $1 billion without having a wide release in China. So,
well, Force Awakens
had a release in China.
No, I'm saying, but I'm saying without it, I mean, it did 900 million domestically, is what I'm saying.
Oh, and no, but absolutely. But what I'm trying to say is that, but no other film. Like,
so you're saying without it releasing in China at all?
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly.
Okay, because I was going to say, because
I would not say, you can find
the
films.
Avengers, like the Avengers, Infinity War, the first one. So okay.
You can find films that if you subtract, it could have $1 billion.
Okay, my bad. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah,
so.
But basically, a film needs to have a wide release in China for that.
But
revenue.
Ultimately, what it comes down to is it's a rated R horror film, and those just don't get the traction. They don't get the general audience and the families and all that crap. So it's like, I don't think it's going to hit $1 billion. I don't think it's going to, I don't think it's going to come close. I don't think it's going to top the first one.
Yeah, and as Big Daddy Sunbeam says, China, exactly right. China is not very fun.
So I'm going to bounce in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Like I told you, I was going to go for like an hour. And I got family stuff to deal with and all that, and then get some videos ready for tomorrow.
Sounds good, man. We got another super chat from Will Gentry. Thank you very much for the £5 super chat. Says, Odin and Jeremy, have you heard the bad news about Ghostbusters? It looks like it's going to star 12 to 13-year-olds, not the old cast. Expectations lowered. Really? I didn't hear this.
I'd heard those rumors, but I just don't know why they have to, like, just set a narrative, because, like, look at Cobra Kai. Okay. If they would have marketed us that it would have had, younger children in Cobra Kai, but they didn't do any of that with the marketing. They marketed it for the older cast, and then they slowly put the younger generation into it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So just come out and set a standard. We're going to focus on the old characters. We're going to focus on them and use it with the marketing. And then within the story, you can blend the new characters into it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But they're so focused on trying to change history, and it's driving me crazy, man.
Yeah. And I'm not seeing anything quite yet, but to be honest, I would not be surprised if they go in that direction, only because I think that might be the way they try and curtail any hate from the feminazis, is by saying, we're not remaking it with just men. We're using kids, and then they can have kids of various genders and races, etc.
Well, screw the feminists, screw the feminazis, screw the SJWs, the NPCs. The more you pander to these people, the worse you're making it for yourself. Ignore them. Don't worry about them. They don't matter. It doesn't matter what they think. Let them be outraged. Let them cry. the more they cry, the better it is for you, because normal people are going to go, oh, wait, these crazy feminists are actually like complaining. Oh, okay. Well, let me go support whatever they're crying about.
Yep.
You know, it's just like Pablo Hidalgo crying about me on Twitter. That ain't going to help you, bro. It's only going to help me. All you're doing is validating me and what I'm saying. So when you complain about me, number one, I'm just going to continue doing exactly what you're complaining about. And number two, everybody that hates Star Wars right now, what you're doing, you're just going to go, oh, wait, Lucasfilm doesn't like this guy? Oh, okay, well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to like him then, you know? And so just let them complain. Let them complain. Let them cry.
Yep.
The more they cry, the more you make money.
Yep, damn right. And then Robbie Cano had said, rant time, drop the hammer. And then there was something else that I was going to say, but I lost my train of thought. And I hate when that happens. It was at some point.
Well, I'm really appreciating the fact that we have so much support for car video.
I know,
car video will definitely.
Car video is getting so much love.
Car video is definitely a thing now. It's an official part of Geeks and Gamers. It's going to be like, you know, PewDiePie has meme review. I have car video. And so car video is going to be a thing. And I'm going to be doing it from the 300ZX from the Kia. And that's only like, I only bring the Kia out when I want to get attention, you know, because I mean, when I drive a 300ZX, nobody cares. They're like, but they see the Kia with duct tape and they're like, man, that guy must have 100,000 subs on YouTube. He's got a Kia with duct tape, you know, and so
you're going to be driving up to Chicago Celebration then, I'm imagining.
I am actually driving. I am driving, and I'm planning on driving. I'm driving my 300ZX.
So say, drive that.
Yeah, I'm probably going to drive my 300.
Pull up right in front of John Cappy and be like, you like that?
Well, I mean, I had my 300 when I had 800 subs when he called me a sport, even though he didn't call me a sport. But even then, he was just like,
I like
good job,
to still
sport.
imagine that that he did, because it's just like, oh, well, thanks, sport. Go get him, champ. Go get him, champ.
So yes, I am planning on I am driving to Celebration, and I mean my 300ZX is like 30 years old, you know. Yeah. So I definitely have to. I probably will drive it though. Mm-hmm. Probably will drive it up there, and so we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. Arc Trooper Knox, thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, I've heard it's 2 males, 2 female teens alongside the original cast, so probably a changing of the guard to a new cast. Hopefully can do it justice. Well, I'm going to be honest. When I first saw that teaser, I was like, please no. And the reason why is because it's way too late for this to happen. And the only reason why I would support a film like this is if in the process it makes 2016 Ghostbusters non-canon and erases it, then I would support it. But if they're just saying, oh, we're finally going to make this movie now that, you know, one of the actors has passed away, and there was reports that he had a lot of tension with Bill Murray, and that's the reason why Bill Murray never did the movie, I don't really know if I want to support that. That's just me personally, though.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters thing is becoming such a tangled web right now. It's such a mess. And all I know is this is what happens when you pander to SJWs. This is what happens. And look at the nonsense that's being tied to everything now. You know what I mean? At this point, I've never seen Ghostbusters 2016. I never probably will see it. But I did watch Solo. I'm going to have thoughts on that at some point. But yeah.
When did you watch it?
When I was in Orlando.
I thought you were going to do a stream as you watched it.
So I think that we were talking about doing that for a high council. Okay. I wasn't planning on watching it. And when I was in Orlando last week, I was really sick. I had a sinus infection. It was awful. It was really bad, and I couldn't sleep at all. And so I'm laying in bed one night, and I'm just like, I was down the dark web of like freaking internet, just finding all these stupid stories. Like, how the hell did I get on this story? You know what I mean? Like, like at one point I ended up on like Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' breakup story. I'm like, how the hell did I end up here? Because I'm just searching for anything to keep me entertained at that point. And I'm like, okay, if I'm at a point where I'm reading about Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's divorce, I probably need to find something better to do with my time. And so I went to Netflix, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. It took me several times to watch it to get all the way through it, mainly because I was on a lot of medication and stuff. So while I have seen it, I still need to watch it one more time now so I can kind of get my thoughts together, because I watched it like 3 different times, like, you know, in spaces, 30 minutes here, 45 minutes, whatever, you know. So I'm going to watch it all the way through again, and I'll give more thoughts. That's all I'll say.
All right.
So.
I gotcha. Duct tape Kia Jeremy, #winning. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Says, I want to go to Celebration. Well, Duct tape Kia Jeremy, #winning, claims the job of carrying you up to Celebration, it sounds like.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Is that a brand new? That's great.
No, that one's been around, I think. That one's been around for a while.
Oh, I love it. That's so great. Well, I guess to kind of wrap things up, I see the one last thing. Detective Pikachu. What are your thoughts on Detective Pikachu? Let that be our last thing, unless we get any more super chats.
I mean, I did a reaction to that trailer over my personal channel, D-Day Cobra, and I think it looks really good. Looks really good. I've never been a Pokemon person, even though I'm a big Nintendo fan. I've never been a Pokemon person, and so it's fine. It looks pretty good. It looks very entertaining. I can't say I'm overly excited about it, but it looks good for what it is. So, you guys want a Kia review? You want a Kia review? You may show off them 13-inch wheels, bad boys. You may show off them hubcaps. What up, though? What up, ladies?
Yeah, you're gonna shine them up real nice.
You may do the like back in the day, you know, with the car magazines where they'd be like that, you know. They do the strut. I'll do that next to the Kia right there. So
yes, please. Oh my God, that would be absolutely freaking amazing. Kia review. Yes, indeed. But Detective Pikachu actually looks like a lot of fun. As someone that loved Pikachu and loved Pokemon as a kid, I played Pokemon Red all the time on my Game Boy. I never really got past the Gold Silver era. In my mind, there are only 151 Pokemon. That's it, 151. You know, sometimes I'll play the games that claim there's more, but they're not real. You know, there's only 151. But I love those original games. And I really liked just the world that was built by it. And I loved playing games like, for example, I played Pokemon Snap, which was actually, in retrospect, one of the dumbest games ever. It's a game where you take pictures of Pokemon. Yeah, you take pictures of Pokemon. That's all you do. And I played that as a kid, and it was amazing. And then I played like Pokemon Stadium, things like that. But huge fan of it. I'm actually excited. I actually think that when I first heard about it, I'm like, oh, God, this is going to suck. And then as soon as Ryan Reynolds started speaking as Pikachu, I was like, I'm sold. Done. I'm sold. The effects look really great, too. And so overall, I am actually quite excited for it. But anyway, so no more super chats. So Jeremy, thank you so much for coming on the channel. I know that you are a busy man with lots of things to do. But any final words from you, man?
No, just, again, you know, I appreciate everything. I don't believe I deserve any of the success that we have seen in this past year, but I'm very humbled and thankful for it. And I got to keep my edge up. You know, I know that there's a lot of people coming after me, coming after us, and that's fine. I can take it. I can take the punches. But I haven't taken time to really fully kind of grasp how awesome it is that we have over 100,000 subscribers. And I don't know that I will. There's just so much going on. Middle of February, I'm so excited for this video to come out. I'm shooting for February 15th. I hope we can actually release it before February 15th, but I definitely want to, you know, I want to hype it up a little bit once we actually have the title and we have everything structured out, and we have, you know, the artwork, which Jeff from World Class Bullshitters is working on the artwork. And it's really exciting. And there's just been a lot of help that we've had. You know, Ivan is going to be editing. Anna was very, very helpful. You know, the first time I went out to LA with her assistance on some of the art and everything like that. Some of her art will be featured in this video. And that's all I can say. But I firmly believe this will be this is the biggest project we've ever worked on. And I can't wait. I can't wait. So I thank you all for the support. And again, I have the same mentality as I've always had. I said this back when Geeks and Gamers had like 40,000 subs. If Geeks and Gamers has 40,000 subs, Odin should have it. So now if Geeks and Gamers has 100,000 subs, Odin should have 100,000 subs. Ivan should have 100,000 subs. Anna, Jesse, World Class, EVS, Abu Nas, everybody within this community and this fandom, everyone should, if I have that many, if we have that many on this channel, on the main channel anyway, everybody should have it. So support everybody within this community. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about being the biggest channel in this community. I'm worried about everybody, having the same amount of success that Geeks and Gamers is having. And so I'm thankful for all of it. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. And that's what's really great. The fact that now I'm at the point now where I'm, part of one of those channels growing, and now there are smaller channels like coming to me. It's just like that surreal thing where it's like, wait a minute, what? You want me to be featured on your channel? Like, I'm just a little dude. Like, I don't. But it's really cool to see, like, because I see, Mary is in the chat, and I see Black Angus Reviews is in the chat as well, and I know that those are channels that are doing really good work and are growing. Abu Nas, of course, too, and it's just really cool to see them. And of course, we had the Sith Kryptonian and the proper Jeremy and Rookie Critic, and it's just really cool to see all these channels, and it's been so much fun. And a lot of that has because, and I know that you hate when I do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's because of you, man. Like, you inspire me, you inspire so many other people to get started on here. You give people the courage that they need to get that final push out the door and to start making content. And I mean, I think Thomas Gilkey says it best here with the $5 super chat. He says, "I'm going to say this again, Jeremy. Stop saying you don't deserve it. You deserve everything in the world. You worked your ass off and you deserve it." So I think that comment from Thomas Gilkey, I think, speaks for all of us here.
I hate when you do that. But yes, I just, again, I'm just imagine yourself, being, having 100,000 subs, and you would never feel any different about, yourself. You'd be like, yo, I'm just talking about things I love, and then complaining about the people that are ruining the thing I love. And that's all I'm doing, really. And by the way, yes, John Talks is a good channel, says Robbie Cano. And by the way, dude, go over, like, John Talk, and I got to get back with him. He did a video for Geeks and Gamers about what, a month ago. It got like 200,000 views. His Captain Marvel video got like 200,000 views on Geeks and Gamers. I need to hit him up. I got to talk to him. And so, but I do want, I try to motivate people and try to let people know, like, yes, if you got something to say it, and you got to take that risk, and you've got to step outside of your comfort zone. We all have to, we all have to do something that feels a little bit risky, and it feels a little bit scary at times. That's the only way you're going to be able to make it. You got a couple of choices in life. You can either just do what's expected of you, or you can go against the grain and you can take a risk, and that's up to you. You've got to make that choice. And I do, like I said it in my video the other day, all of you are a reason that why Geeks and Gamers is where it's at. And that's true. But it started with my decision. If I didn't never make the decision to step outside of my comfort zone, then it wouldn't have mattered. You all have that same ability, and you don't know what's going to happen. So you might as well try it. If you want it, if you have the passion, if you have the right mindset, if you have it in your heart to do it, people will support you, but it may take some time, but you've got to stand through that. Again, it's real easy for people to look at things and go now, oh yeah, Jeremy's making money and Jeremy's got a following. It's 7 years. I've been doing this. And through all of that, yes, you see me, I'm super confident. Everybody like, blah, blah. I have so many insecurities, so many, you have no idea, but through 7 years of it, working dead-end jobs, wondering like, man, my kid's probably embarrassed, that her dad works these, dead-end jobs, and I'm at my age I'm at, people ask, because I've got her in like a private school. And so, it's kind of like, most of the parents there are all like a hot shot, successful people. And here I'm working dead-end retail jobs. And they're like, oh, what does your dad do? Oh, he's a, whatever at, Walmart or something. And I'm like, what? And how people would look at me and they're like, wait, you're trying to develop Geeks and Gamers? What kind of stupid hobby is that? Like, I know how people would look at me, and so through all that, so much doubt, so much second guessing myself. Should I just stop? Should I just give this up? Is this ever going to work? How am I ever going to make money at this? How's this ever going to be successful? Luckily, I stuck with it, and then I found all of you, and now you've made, everything more possible. And my job as I feel I want to pay it back, you know, or pay it forward, so to speak, is to go, I don't care about getting collab. Dude, Sargon of Akkad reached out to me. Sargon of Akkad.
That's awesome.
And I never took him up on his offer. Not because I have anything against Sargon, but I just was like, you know, I'd rather just shout out these smaller channels that are trying to grind. Not that there's nothing wrong with Sargon. I like Sargon. I actually stood up for Sargon with the whole, you know, me getting rid of Patreon bullcrap. But it's like, I just didn't take him up on the offer. And it's not because I didn't want to per se. I just was like, you know, PewDiePie reaches out. Suddenly you will see Jeremy care about big time YouTubers.
Hey man, I think any of us would jump at that opportunity because
yeah.
Lord.
But I do think that within this year, we are going to continue to move forward. We're not going to let anybody get in our way. And I do take the role of being the leader and a leader within this community. I have no problem with that. But I never want to lose my head. I never want to lose grasp. I don't want the people that have gotten us here to feel like that I'm losing touch with everything. You know, the coolest thing we did, like, you know, last week when I was in California, we had to go visit, you know, Safer Place Animal Rescue. That was the coolest thing I've done. You know, it's not being on the set of Star Wars Theories fan film. It's not, you know, doing all this other stuff that I get to do now. It's just helping freaking animals, you know,
having a little dog jump into your lap. I mean, that was adorable.
Yeah. You know, that was awesome. You know what I mean? And so, that was the coolest thing up to this point. And that to me, like, being able to do that, and Danny was super cool, and he's been a fan of the channel for a while, and just they treated me like I was like something, and I'm just like, first of all, I'm nothing, but they were just like, we're honored to have you here, Jeremy. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. And I'm like, dude, thank you. You know what I mean? You're saving animals right now. You're saving animals from the streets, you know, from imminent death. You know, so thank you for allowing Geeks and Gamers to support in that cause. So anyway, all right, I'm going to shut up now.
Sorry, yeah.
Anyway,
and let me go ahead and just shout out my patrons real quick because I have not done that yet. So once again, guys, if you want to be shouted out every single live stream, go ahead and check out my Patreon. Again, if you just pledge $1, you get your name shouted out and any name that you choose. So huge shout out to A Grade Jedi, Adam Shawhan, Dave Bob, Delete System 32, Donald Hudson, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan, Wiener Dog Clan, Greta Zena, Harold Francis, The Hunka Chunka, Funka Monkey, Inflamed Wood, Trap Productions, Jason Clark, Jeffrey Toon, Laura Story, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin, Outpost Dyer, Perpetual Punster, Projar Sarif, Proper Jeremy, go to hell, The DJ D Show, Those Two Ball Guys, Tina B, and Wolfgang Lounge. Thank you so much for being patrons. And once again, thank you, Jeremy, for being on the channel. Also, Black Angus says, all hail Saint Germanus, because he is indeed the patron saint of everyone on YouTube. Thank everyone. Thank you all so much for watching, for being supportive, for putting up with us as I was trying to figure out all the technical issues. Glad I was finally able to get this to work. And thank you to all that donated, to all that watched, to all that liked, every single one of you. I love you all for the support. And once again, Jeremy, thank you so much for being here. Anyway, guys, you want to say something?
No. I was just saying, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And thank you to everybody. I just mirror your thoughts.
Cool. Awesome. Well, anyway, guys, you are all amazing, beautiful people. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And as always, God bless. See you later, guys.